Alright guys, so the first raid boss has dropped for Borderlands 4, along with some new legendary weapons, and I have some stuff to talk about. Raid bosses are a staple in the Borderlands community, so I'm glad to see one coming back now. Although I wish there was one at launch, but what can you do? Okay, so first of all, to fight Bloomreaper the Invincible, you can go to any of the hub cities on Kairos and accept the mission there. It's just on one of the bounty boards as a vile enemy type. Next, you get some funny slash cringe dialogue from Claptrap, depending on your sense of humor. So, I don't know, some people will like that, some people won't, but I'm kind of happy that Claptrap is getting more shine, you know? The mission will lead you into this cave, and you get to explore a new region of Kairos, so that's pretty sick. I'm always here for new maps, so I don't know, I love it. It looks pretty dope. Me and my friend Chubbs were saying how it kind of reminds us of Gehenna from Borderlands 3, which we really did enjoy. It's a super cool vibe in my opinion. When you first get in there, there's a couple mobbing sections, I think like 4 mobbing sections where you just kill a bunch of creeps. And of course these mobbing sections just build up until you get to the boss fight arena. And at the arena there's a ammo machine and a health machine. When you beat the boss, there's going to be some crates at the end that give you rewards based on how fast you kill the boss. So that's one of the mechanics of this boss is it's timed, and the faster you kill the boss, the better the rewards you get. And there's also a lost loot machine, so a lot of the times your items will actually fall off the map just due to how the arena is, and the lost loot machine is there at the end of the boss fight just so you can pick up any weapons that fell off the map. Now here comes the controversial part. So the boss fight takes place in 3 phases. So yes, there are immune phases during the boss fight, which sucks, but I don't know, I think it gives you a way to interact with the mechanics of the game rather than just like one-shotting the boss, but I could get why some people don't like it. So the boss fight starts off, you go up to the top platform where the boss spawns in. It will spawn in these crystals like the vile crystals you see on vile enemies, but these ones are on the ground. So you destroy these crystals on the ground. Once you do that, there's an immune phase. The boss will turn the top platform into all spikes, so you jump down to one of the other platforms. Once the boss is able to be damaged again, you deal damage until they're like 1/4 HP. Once they're at 1/4 HP, they create a sandstorm. So everything gets pretty hard to see and the visibility is horrible, which I don't really love, but I did figure if you jump to the top platform during the sandstorm, it's a lot easier to figure out where the boss is going. But yeah, once you kill the boss, you get to see which rewards you get based on how fast you killed the boss. The boss itself drops the loot, and once you go through the purple little rift thing, you can get chests. So if you get the platinum reward, you get a gold chest that will guarantee you the new sniper called the Rainmaker. If you get silver or above, you have the chance to get the new class mods. So there's a new class mod for every character, which is nice. I haven't really done too much build crafting with them yet, you know, because I have a real job, which really fucking sucks. It does add some variety to the game, which is nice. But yeah, the sniper is pretty sick. It has a really high fire rate, and its special effect is that sometimes bullets do not consume ammo. So even though the mag size may not look huge, it fires for a long time because of that mechanic. One more thing I forgot to mention is that for the Rainmaker Sniper, as well as the class mods, you have to be in at least Ultimate Vault Hunter Mode 1. And just to reiterate, to get the Rainmaker Sniper, you have to kill the boss in 1 minute and 30 seconds, and that's for the Platinum reward that you can see on the left side of the screen when fighting the boss. And for the class mods, you have to get at least the Silver tier, which I didn't find too challenging, so that one is not too bad. Now, along with the Rainmaker and the class mods, we also get a new Maliwan shotgun, the Mantra, a new Vladov shield called the Undershield, a new Tedior grenade called the Urchin, and a new Ripper ordnance, like heavy weapon, called the Jet Setter. So my overall thoughts on the boss fight is that, I don't know, I think it's pretty good. Like, it's fun for sure, but it's kind of mid just because of the immune phases. One of my biggest problems is the immune phases and the time constraints, like, combined together. Because during the immune phases, I saw in a Jolts vid, each immune phase takes like 20 something seconds. So in total, there's 43 or something seconds of immunity. And so that really cuts into your time limit, you know? Like, I think maybe when the boss is immune, the timer should stop. I don't know if that's a great solution or not, but it's just kind of what me and my friend were thinking. As far as the timed rewards for killing the boss, I think it's pretty cool, although I'm still unsure on tying the sniper rifle to the highest, you know, tier, the platinum tier, just because the average player, I don't know if they're going to be able to get that consistently. So if you want to farm like a god roll Rainmaker, it's going to be pretty tough. Also, just with the knockback that the boss can deal sometimes, it will just send you flying straight out of the arena. So consistently getting the platinum is kind of tough because sometimes you'll just straight up get booted out and have to restart because you'll just get sent 100 feet off the platform and fall to your death. The map design is definitely sick. The sandstorm is super annoying, so I'm not a big fan of that, but I kind of get why they put it in there just to switch up the little vibe of the fight. But the mobs that run around are also optional, so they're kind of just there to get second wins on, which is cool. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a pretty solid raid boss for the first raid boss. I know we're going to be getting more, so I'm excited to see how that goes. And I'm excited to see what kind of builds people are able to make with these new class mods, because right now, for most of the characters, the build options that are effective are somewhat limited, I would say. So hopefully this brings some diversity to the community. My final thoughts on this are overall positive. I think this is a great addition to the game, and if there are more updates like this in the future, it will just flesh out the game more and more, and give us more stuff to do in the end game. Hopefully we get some takedowns coming soon. As always, thanks for watching, and if you're into gaming content, subscribe.